Wake up, KC, we did it. Our all-new Black Kansas City Marketplace is in the Kansas City Star newspaper today. Go grab it. Go get your copy in front of your house, in the driveway. Go to Walmart. Go to Quick Trip, wherever you need to go, and stock up, because this is the amazing issue, historical issue, the first time in 141-year history. Go grab your copy of the KC Star newspaper today. You guys, there's a first ever Black-owned business and lifestyle section inside of this paper. It's an entire edition inside the paper today for the first time in history. Go out there, grab it, you guys. Look at it page by page by page. Go out there, you guys. You can browse, you can shop, you can support, and you can buy from over 800 Black-owned Kansas City businesses. Check this out. Oh my God. Just go in there. Look inside. All the coupons, everything you need. This is an historical thing happening right before Thanksgiving, right before Black Friday, right before the entire holiday season for 2021. The first time ever in history. Look at all these amazing Kansas City entrepreneurs. Page after page after page of us. For the first time in history, the Kansas City Star has put a black section. That's me right there, you guys, with the president of the KC Star, Mike Fannin. And of course, you guys, look, that's Vanessa. You guys, that is the Wings truck right there. You guys, this is amazing. Black apps, black inventors, black barbershops. That's a black TV show. You guys, this is amazing, trailblazing, never happened. Go out and grab your copy of the KC Star today. And you guys, shop by black. Everybody, how you doing out there? It's Kareem. You guys are live right now. Good morning, Kansas City. Good morning, Regina. I see you. Good morning to you, sister, auntie. How you doing? You guys are going to be blown away. A lot of folks talk diversity and inclusion and equity. They talk a big game or even a game at all, and then they don't do shit. So this is an awesome situation because this is real diversity. The KC Star came through. You guys may not know the whole backstory about what happened to Minority Success years and years ago and what the KC Star did and other companies in Kansas City did. There was just that racist situation. The KC Star showed out today. First ever in history, they have a 16-page edition, a separate edition inside the paper today, all about us, Black Kansas City entrepreneurs, you guys. They're showcasing over 800, almost 900 Black Kansas City businesses are showcased in here. And you guys, we didn't charge one penny to be in that Kansas City Star for them. So if you guys have been wondering why I've been busy and haven't done a lot of shows, you guys are wondering why I've been messaging all of y'all and telling you guys to give me your information and things like that, this is why, because I knew that I had a surprise for your ass today. So finally, they did this. This is the first time in history, you guys. They stepped up to the plate. They apologized for their racist history. That that was just, I think, about almost a year ago now. And then we talked after that. We've been having meetings with Mike Fannin, the president of the Kansas City Star, as well, you guys. And then all of a sudden, you guys, we came up with this, and I'm so honored and blown away and really glad that I could help almost 900 of my fam back home in Kansas City get some serious advertising right now. One, the magazine comes out. That's an addition to this. This is two. You got two exposures coming. We got the magazine coming, putting that together. That is phenomenal, okay? But this is a surprise, an early release. We decided to replace our Thanksgiving launch with this because this, you guys, I'm explaining to you why it's important, especially for Black folks. If you're listening out there, I want you to understand this. Typically, diversity, inclusion, and equity, we're always talking about white companies giving Black folks jobs or contracts or whatever it might be. That's the whole thing. That's the game that they got you okie doking on. That is it. That's why I'm telling you the KC Star did something that is very phenomenal, that is really, really, that no one has ever done. But the reason why this is significant and why it matters so damn much is because at the end of the day, diversity and inclusion should actually go both ways. A lot of times we get caught up as black folks, blacks in business, black employees or whatever, and we're always focused on the white companies hiring black folks, which is ridiculous. That is not the only way that things can go. That's not the only way that things have to go. Diversity and inclusion and equity goes both ways, especially the inclusion and equity part. This is about us for the first time, our businesses, not our baseball players, not our dancers, not our football players, our business owners, especially. You see how many women are in this section? This is the first time that they're sitting up and actually being able to be seen by the 1 to 4 million people that are going to read the Star today. We are the ones getting the diversity and equity this time. We are the ones that are reaching their readers this time. And we hope that this drives somewhere around $1 million into the Black Kansas City market today and throughout the holiday season. So all these businesses, almost 900, it's not about them getting black readers right now. It's not about them getting black advertisers right now. It's about them giving you, black folks, myself included, because I'm in it, some exposure to the folks that they've kept you away from. We are getting the diversity and inclusion right now. We're the ones who are now doing that. So that is the reverse part of it. Let me break it down to you a little bit. Let me unpack that a little bit more. Diversity and inclusion is not all about white companies getting minority or black customers or employees. That's not what it's all about. What it also is about, you guys, is us reaching the white market. A lot of you guys have companies out there. Keisha Candy Apples is featured in this. Everybody loves, white folks love them red candy apples, especially during the holiday season. Now they're going to see for the first time in history, Keisha in the Kansas City Star in a black-owned business section. If you see Casey Girl on the move, white folks like vegan food. This is the first time 1 to 4 million Kansas City Star readers are going to see a black chef cooking vegan food. So this is about us getting something that we haven't been able to have, because when we talked to Mike, and he was very clear about this, I made it very clear to him that I wanted him to understand that yes, we like the social. Yes, the obituaries are great. Yes, the Chiefs are great. But you guys, I wanted him to understand, from Mike here, the president of the Kansas City Star, to understand what we lost when we didn't back in the past. But what we lost was the ability to reach their readers, not just jobs, but this is equity. We have equity in the Star now. It ain't about just black folks. There's only 250,000 black folks in Kansas City anyway. Mexicans, everybody, gays, everybody, the white folks that are reading that paper, Republican, Democrat, whatever, they're all getting that paper today. And for the first time in history, they're going to see 800 plus businesses that are black owned in Kansas City, and they look good as hell too, y'all. They gave 16 pages. So if you know the Chiefs edition that comes out or whatever, it's very similar to that. What I'm trying to get people to understand out there is today what we're celebrating is not social entrepreneurship. This is a fact that, remember, redlining is not just about renting an office space in Overland Park. That's not what it's about. It's not only about the fact that you can't live here or live there. That's part of it. The truth, the economic truth, is that we also couldn't advertise in the Star before too. We also couldn't showcase our real estate in the Star, showcase our chefs and all these folks in the Star. And so we were missing millions of readers. And as you know, historically, the Star literally built the plaza before because of all the promotions and advertising they did over all of their platforms back in the day. And they still do it now. And you hear black folks in Kansas City would complain about the fact that the Star didn't say anything about the flood to the black folks, but they said about the plaza. What we really need is we need to be able to put our businesses in front of the Star's readership and sell our candy apples. So right now, this is about us reaching the white people. This is about the reverse diversity and equity. It isn't about us working for them. This is about the fact that we also couldn't advertise in many platforms unless they were black owned. I hope you realize the difference. I want you to get the impact of this section when you guys see that today. I want you guys to see this section, and I want you to understand exactly what the hell we got Kansas City Star to partner with us to do for the community. And when you see why they say that they're pushing, hopefully they're pushing $1 million into the black business community between now and over the holiday season. I'm gonna tell you how that works too. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. We did it, y'all. We did it, y'all. I cannot say it enough. I'm so happy. I'm so proud. We did it. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the economic push that we need, y'all. This is what right here sets companies apart. This is what puts them together. This is what makes companies survive. You guys understand this. Is it this right now? They don't have the many black readers right now. They don't have many black. You look through the whole paper. There has never been more than 30, 40 black business advertisers in the Kansas City Star. All of a sudden today, they have almost 900 black Kansas City businesses in a special edition today, showing to their 1 to 4 million people that will read their magazine or their newspaper today and go out there along with all the other coupons and circulars inside this edition. They're going to go in there and they're going to say, oh my God, you can pull this out. You can save this. You can collect this. You can use it like an old Yellow Pages, y'all. And if you're online, you can go and see the online edition, and you can click a lot of those and you can go right to the businesses. The information is right there. There is nothing hidden from you. Go get this hard copy, y'all. This is phenomenal. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. You may have seen this in one of our posts here. Look, y'all. Kansas City Star, part of the Black Kansas City magazine to showcase local entrepreneurs, celebrating KC's black-owned businesses. And let me get this here. Let me go over here real quick, because I'm blocking my girl Vanessa in that top corner. That's Vanessa, y'all. You can't even see the girl. Tell me that is not phenomenal. And let me tell you this again. I'm gonna tell you this, where the diversity, equity, and inclusion comes in, and where the challenge came from the start to all the Kansas City media, because you've all kind of screwed the black community over the years. I don't care if you're the Pitch, the only Kansas City magazine, all of y'all, Ingram's, all of y'all. Ingram's is doing pretty good. They're pretty diverse now. But we gave the first black challenge to them over a decade ago, and they stepped up to the challenge. So that's a really great thing. I'm gonna tell you this right here. We didn't charge none of these folks to be in the Star. None. And whether you paid to be in the magazine or you didn't pay to be in the magazine, we didn't discriminate against you either. We went through, and if we contacted you, we talked to every single person inside this edition. We didn't scrape this information. This is not random information. These are not random lists. We know every single one. And there's actually 1,000 in the magazine. They couldn't all get into the Kansas City Star. Some of them are not black owned. Some of them are companies or corporate or professionals that work somewhere that's not black owned. So, but it's almost 900, y'all. We put them in here on GP. So go get this, you guys. I'm telling you this. And it's not about black folks going and buying the paper. We want you to do that. We want you to go support, because you're supporting the businesses that are in there, not supporting the Kansas City Star necessarily. But the whole point is, whether you do or not, the Kansas City Star already has 1 to 4 million readers that are going to see this today. And for the first time, they're going to be able to pop up in there, and they got black barber shops in here. We got all kind of stuff in here. Folks are really down. This is a big, big deal. So I just want to say this. I don't want to be here too long. You guys got to go to church. It's about 9:35 in the morning in Kansas City right now. I wanted this to be done because, one, I wanted to help my community back home. I miss and love you guys very much, and I'll see you soon. I wanted to bring the magazine back, but I also wanted to mend some bridges and mend some fences back in Kansas City that had kind of screwed us over before. And the wonderful thing is how God works. This is the right time between Black Lives Matter and all this diversity, equity, inclusion. These companies are apologizing. They're realizing the error of their ways. They're realizing that there is now almost 900 businesses that their readers had never seen before. Talk about some serious content. And it's 16 pages. 16 pages of Black-owned, active Kansas City businesses that you guys all know and love. Tell me that ain't the bomb. Tell me it's not wonderful. Wait till you hold it in your hand, y'all. Tell me it ain't amazing. Because in the day, it is amazing. It's amazing because we want them to go out there, y'all, and they want them to get some business from people that have never seen them before, and to them to cross over into the diversity and the equity and the inclusion. Why has it always got to be us? Why has it always got to be us, the ones that are going out and begging for stuff? Why does it have to be the fact that we're the ones who just have to go get the jobs and things like that? What's that about? When at the end of the day, diversity, equity, and inclusion goes both ways, because at the end of the day, what happens is that it pops up, and these folks now, they are going to be seen by these people. They're going to reach a market that they could not reach. And this section, its estimated value is around $250,000 is what this section would have cost all of us to do this if we had to do it in another way. And folks out there that don't appreciate and don't understand what the value is, come on now. It's also about the fact that they kept us out, y'all. They kept us out for a long time. We could not advertise our businesses. There's a lot more things that were going on or didn't go on or that should have went on and that didn't go on. So now for the first time, we are reaching and diversifying their readership. We're reaching to their readership. That's the phenomenal thing. And so if you guys have gotten this for the first time, you're seeing this section out there, please go support these people. Please do it. Please don't sit up and not appreciate and not show these folks that you appreciate what it is that they're doing. Here's another one here. This is a Black talk show, outdoors show, you guys, that is just phenomenal. I mean, this is a full page. Look at how they got my girl going, her and her husband. Tell me this ain't thebomb.com. Tell me this ain't gonna help your business right now before the holidays. And when you've got to sit up here and you've got all these fantastic Black businesses shown in here, tell me that it is not going to drive something. The $250,000 is the value that we anticipate that it's worth to have that section, 16 pages of Kansas City Star, okay? 50,000 printed copies. And of course, it reaches 1 to 4 million people between digital, online, all that kind of stuff. That's phenomenal. Goes right to the door of all over Kansas City. And we've never experienced this, so no one knows. But we do know that when you advertise and you spend $1 on advertising, you expect to make $2 or $3 back, maybe even 4 or 5. So that's why the estimation is that this would be a $250,000 section if we had to do this on our own and all of us put our money together perhaps, and then we did this. So if we make 1 to 4, that's a $250,000 to $500,000 to $1 million in ROI from advertising and doing that right now. That's where it comes from. That's where that value comes from. That's what they're talking about. Look at how great Casey Grow on the Move. So if you were to spend this money and advertise, you get a return. So these ads should bring a return to each one of these people. Something should happen. And that's where they get that number. We got 2 lawyers. I know there's more lawyers in Kansas City, but we had 2 lawyers that we put in there, which is James Daniels and Chuck Chianuma. But in the day, check that out. Do you see it? And tell me that's not exciting to you. Look at this one. Brothers doing apps like we doing in the Kansas City Star today. Tell me that ain't amazing. Tell me that doesn't make you proud to see your people in here doing stuff, being showcased properly. Kansas City Star, I want to say thank you very much. I appreciate this very much. My community appreciates it very much, and I'm really glad we're still celebrating y'all. If y'all just tuning in, get that section out the paper. They're going to sell out of this paper because remember, white folks like Black folks too. White folks celebrate, Mexican folks celebrate, all kind of folks, all their families. You got 900 folks that want a paper because they in it. So go get your paper. There's 50,000 plus printed copies out there right now in the streets. If you get the thing to your house, it's going to be inside the paper that you get in your driveway today. So you guys understand that when it comes down to it, this is what it's about. What I'm saying about diversity and equity and inclusion is we've got to stop begging for jobs. Stop begging to be on boards, man. Entrepreneurship, you know as well as I do, that is the future. We got to start getting ourselves on the entrepreneurship game. And these folks like this that are allies of ours, that are really showcasing what we're doing, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, y'all, the whole point for this is for us to actually, for the first time, to get out there and to have our own equity in what they doing. Yeah, we need jobs, but you guys need Black folks too. But our businesses, just like you couldn't be on certain sides of the, of the tracks, Truce to Prospect back in the day, you also couldn't advertise your company in the Star. Even if you were, it wasn't affordable. There was ways they kept you out, but now they've changed that. You see this, y'all? Never in history. Celebrating Kansas City's Black-owned businesses. Come on, y'all. Tell me this is not a blessing. Look at Vanessa. Look at my screen here, y'all. Black female inventor. I can't stop my dreams. A new effort to share her inventions. She's taking back her invention. She's rebooting her company. Tell me this ain't what it's about. This is what we have missed out on, people. This is it. And if you guys don't understand that, you don't get the whole game that they've played for us for years and years and years. It wasn't about just not showcasing our football players and our floods and our hardships and all of that crap. It was about not showcasing, this is Feel Good Son in the Kansas City Star, about his business, celebrating what he doing. And he didn't pay a dime for this. This was given to us. We made sure that none of the people in here paid to be in here. Yes, of course, we got to advertise, we pay for the magazine, and there's some of those in here too, but that's not what it's about, and many of them are not in here as well. We're really, really proud of you guys. I just want to make sure I came out here and told you guys about this. I want to give my kudos to Kansas City Star, all of our people that have worked on this between the Kansas City Star offices and our own team as well, working to make this happen for people, working to make sure folks stuff was verified or make sure it was all up to date or whatever we had to do. Thank you, because you guys, it was no easy feat getting 1,000 Black businesses in Kansas City, and also to go ahead and showcase almost 900 of them in the Kansas City Star today. So go out there, you guys, and grab that copy. At the end of the day, it's not just about us being diverse and inclusive and helping their businesses. It's about them helping our businesses too. It's about them going out and making sure that we can get into their businesses too, and we can get into their people's homes as well. Because at the end of the day, you guys, folks out there understand this, is that folks, just because certain people or certain organizations have been discriminatory or racist or lack diversity, doesn't mean that their customers, their readers, their fans or whatever were like that. So now I really am excited to see what happens all day today and this week, next week, leading up to this Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all of that, because now all of you are armed with hundreds and hundreds of Black businesses that you can support. You don't have to go to any non-Black business if you don't want to this whole Christmas. If you guys are going out there, please get our section in the Kansas City Star. There's only 50,000 copies printed right there out there now, you guys. If you guys are subscribed already to Kansas City Star, you're going to get it at your house, your driveway, or whatever, your offices. If you have the digital edition, of course, you're going to see it online too. But as I said, the whole point of this is to be able to push that the Black businesses out there, you guys, in Kansas City now can get some diversity, equity, and inclusion from them, reach their advertisers. It's not really about so much about the Black folks buying the copies or the Black folks, you know, reading the paper again and all that. That maybe is the long tail version, but short term, today, this holiday season, it's all about giving a boost to Black owned businesses in Kansas City that want to reach a broader audience. Folks like you saw Keisha Candy Apples, like you saw Stacy, and then you saw, for example, Casey Girl on the Move, you saw her as well. So it's about them getting out there and reaching these people, them getting out there and reaching a market that they've never been allowed or able to reach like this before. 16-page section, you guys. It is amazing. Please go out and support these people out there. So you guys, if you have any questions, you can always email us at info@blackkansascitymag.com. You guys, of course, you can go ahead and message the Kansas City Star. You can also tell them, please, if you're out there and you see this, please congratulate Mike Fannin over at the Kansas City Star. Please go ahead and do that. Please let Mike know that we appreciate what they did. We appreciate them not being like a lot of other companies out there that talk a good diversity and inclusion game. But then at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, they don't really do anything, or they just want to give us jobs. They don't really want to do anything for our businesses. They don't want to give us any construction contracts. They don't want to give us any vendor contracts. So I'm really glad that Mike stepped up to the plate and made this happen, because he didn't have to do it, y'all. He did not have to do it. I want to thank Mike Fannin for coming on the show. First of all, I want to thank him for working with us and doing this. I want to also tell him that we appreciate it. And people, you understand this real quick, is that what's going to happen is we are expecting, as I told you, we're expecting $1 million worth of equity, worth of ROI, worth of new money going into Black KC businesses, because that is how advertising works. That's what we were kept out of all of this time. Yeah, if you get featured in there because you're a baseball player, you're a football player like that, that's great exposure, and we love that. But you know the value of having a full page ad in the Kansas City Star? You know the value of being showcased to 1 to 4 million consumers in one day, businesses, all the media outlets. And if you are in Kansas City and you're a media outlet, please stop playing this game with us. Please go out here and support our people. Please do that. Please go out and make sure that the people understand that at the end of the day, you guys, we need the support. That's what we need. We really need the support. We don't just need to be a situation where all that we're always doing, all that we always have, what they're always doing for us is just showcasing social stuff. I'm really glad that I put this out there to Mike Fannin and the Kansas City Star, and they said, let's go, because this is the equity and the inclusion that we need. We need to be able to reach white folks too. We need to be able to reach their customers too. Not just about readership, like a lot of critics out there in our community have been criticizing them. But you see this right here? You see this over here? This is equity inclusion. This is what it really means. It's not all about jobs and working for people. It's about some companies out there, and Mike already called you out. KCUR, the pitch, he already called you out. This is $250,000 they've invested into the Black community in a form of advertising, not social entrepreneurship, not social issues. That's also in this edition. You can look at there, you can see the obituaries are in the same edition. So please go out there and support the folks that are out there. Please showcase them. And if you guys don't understand what the value of it is, what it means, then go ask somebody. Don't play the games, and understand this is how you get ahead in business. This is the way that you grow. This is the way that you pop up and you become more and more and more. We have the equity. This is about supporting us, supporting our people and what we're doing. That's what it's about. It's not about anything else. It's really about supporting us, putting out what we are doing, showcasing what we are doing, and showcasing the fact that we're doing this, and not just to Black people. They're showcasing this to all of their readers, who, as we know, are not that many Black folks. There's a lot, but there's not that many Black folks. So we're actually the ones getting the diversity, the equity, and inclusion. We're the ones who are actually getting into a new situation. We're the ones that are actually going to benefit from it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just pushing this out there to y'all because I want you to understand this is not about us supporting, or the KC Star worried about getting a million Black folks to get the papers and all that. Don't believe any of that hype. This is wholesomely, directly about getting almost 900 Black businesses in the front of 1 million to 4 million existing Kansas City Star readers who have never seen them before in history in this way. Companies, the reason we featured like Casey Girl on the Move is because Black folks and white folks like vegan food. Keisha, candy apples. Black folks and white folks like candy apples. White folks love them red candy apples. So you ain't got to go to the store and buy the little candy apple in the plastic. You don't know how old it is. You go right over to 39th Street and you can go to Keisha's Candy Apples. And she's inside the edition. So that's what it's about. It's about them really understanding that when we get down to what we do and what we do very well, we're very good at this. We're very good at it. And I think that when we get the exposure as a Black community, you guys, we get this exposure out there, and you got companies like this that are actually really, really and truly. But when you got these folks out here that are trying to really help us to grow our businesses and to get into their markets, that is the diversity, equity, inclusion that we really need to have. That's the future of what we're trying to do. It's not, like I said, it's not always a situation where we are sitting up and just helping them. It's not a situation like that anymore. It's not where we're sitting up and all of a sudden, all that we're doing is really just saying, okay, we'll just give us a job, give us a position, showcase us this way or that way. That's not what it's about. It's about the situation of us getting out there and for once, going through and actually getting the diversity and the equity that we deserve. Not just helping their businesses to grow and then you give us a job, but actually going through and actually helping us to get this situation covered for us so that we can reach the same readers that all the white companies do. The whole point of this, the whole reason they did this, y'all, let me say it again because it's worth repeating, is to help Black businesses grow this season. That is the reason that we have done this. So don't take it as they're trying to get Black readers and all of that. That's, of course, they got to make money, but that's long term, if ever. Right now, we have the equity and inclusion. So give yourself a round of applause, you guys. Really understand this is something serious. This is something real, y'all. We have done it. Yes, baby. We've done it, y'all. Thank you very much, you guys. I'm glad that you guys are here. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Get out there, you guys. Have a good Sunday. Pray. And if you're at church, tell your congregation, did y'all see the star today? Did you see the Kansas City Star today? Please do that, because in the day, the hope is that we have put this out here just before Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the holiday season to remind all of us, buy Black. Buy Black. Cheers. I'll see you next time, you guys. I'll do a recap tomorrow and see how you guys are doing out there. I'll follow up. I wanted to get you early in the morning, but have a good night, y'all. Have a good morning. Have a good day. Cheers to you.